He held his 4-month-old daughter, Adeline Ray, in his arms. He gave credit to his father, Willie, and he thanked just about everyone involved in the Argos' 20-17 win over the Edmonton on Saturday at BMO Field. Quarterback James Franklin, making his starting debut with the Argos, had himself quite a night. He had some big shoes to fill, replacing the injured Ricky Ray, but he showed he has the poisoned arm strength to get the Argos offense in gear after it went stagnant over the first 2 games of the season. James Franklin threw for 217 yards in his first start with the Argos on Saturday. Christopher Katsarov, the Canadian Press: "I feel good, but the Argos players made me feel comfortable and welcome, and not that. I was worried about that, but I wanted it to happen," Franklin said after guiding the Argos to their first win of the season, which came before 12,196 on a lovely summer evening. Franklin's debut was bolstered by another standout effort. James Wilder Jr. had by far his best game of the season, rushing for his first 100-yard game, 21 carries, 120 yards, and a touchdown. Franklin threw an interception, a crucial turnover when the Argos trailed by 3 points in the fourth quarter, but he talked about how he had learned from his father to remain calm under duress. Article continued below. Those teachings proved valuable as Franklin turned around and tossed a game-winning, 5-yard touchdown pass to the versatile Declan Cross at the 12:03 mark of the fourth quarter. That was followed by a 2-point conversion to Armandi Edwards, and from there, the Argos had reason to celebrate after looking disjointed in their first 2 games of the season. "I learned from my dad, being calm and collected, be more clear when things are hectic," said Franklin, whose photos of himself and his daughter were a hit on Instagram after the game. Franklin said he miscued on the interception, thinking Edwards was going to pull up short on an out pass. Edwards went longer, to the sidelines, and Franklin said he will better learn the nuances of that route after the misread. But, for a debut, and a first crack at an Argos offense that stumbled and stalled over the first 2 weeks of the season, Franklin proved to be a tonic. He was also replacing Ray, who suffered what is said to be a season-ending neck injury in Game 2. Franklin finished with 16 completions on 24 attempts for 217 yards, a touchdown, and a rushing touchdown, all against his former team. That matchup was part of the lead-up to the game, and, afterward, Edmonton quarterback Mike Riley huddled with Franklin, having a laugh and congratulating the Argos quarterback on his strong debut. "Mike was great, and he said, 'Nice job,'" Franklin said. "We had a laugh over a story. It was something like master, Riley, and student, Franklin, and stuff like that. Mike has been great to me all along." Article continued. Bill O'Reilly made things interesting, completing a 6-play, 87-yard drive with a 24-yard strike to Darrell Walker to put the Eskimos up 14-12. That was near the end of the third quarter, and Edmonton went up 5 points on a field goal to put tremendous pressure on Toronto to reel in the come-from-behind win. Riley wound up with 28 completions on 40 attempts for 370 yards, a sign that the Argos still have a lot of work to do in containing a top-shelf quarterback. Shaquille Williams, the CFL's top-rated receiver, hauled down 8 catches for 125 yards, while Walker, the league's second-rated receiver, had 4 catches for 51 yards. Toronto's defense did make big plays at crucial times, with Sean Lemon recovering a fumble to set up the Argos' second touchdown, and Ronnie Yell intercepting a Riley to Walker pass in the end zone. The first half ended with a rare play by the Eskimos after the Argos successfully challenged a 30-yard pass interference penalty against Toronto defensive back TJ Heath. Edmonton had a field goal situation on a 3rd down and 11 yards to go on the Toronto 34, but attempted an onside kick. It was last touched by Edmonton's Corey Jones, handing the ball back to Edmonton at the Toronto 35-yard line. Toronto's defense held tough after that, but the play surprised even veteran CFL observers. According to the CFL play-by-play department, the play was considered a rush into first down instead of a field goal attempt.